So the next one on the list is processing office, although I'm going to skip it and come back to it after I've covered the next two. So representing countries, it's the most important menu of the configuration process because here you will decide uh, everything in terms of how an application will be processed for every country and all the automation for the processing would happen here. So first thing you need to do when you're actually uh, adding a representing country is select the country out of the list. Let's, for example, take Australia here, and you need to now define the different statuses involved in processing an application for an Australian institute. So by default, every application when it lands on the system is new. So you need to now start from the status number 2. So for example, an Australian process, in Australian process, you get conditional offer. Status 3 could be unconditional offer. Status 4 could be deposit payment. Now, it's very important to actually understand that this application process does not necessarily has to be the process of the institution or that country. You need to actually include all the internal processes as well into it. For example, between conditional offer and unconditional offer, you may want to add conditional documents awaited. So if that's the status of the application, you actually know that you have already chased up the student and need to chase it up again and again till the time you receive the document. And also maybe conditional documents forwarded once you forward that to the university, so you know you're expecting an unconditional offer or a response. Similarly, you may want to actually include processes and steps like visa counseling, maybe as detailed as air tickets booked to insurance, travel insurance, applied for. So if you want to really sort of cover, and wherever you think your organization has a role to play and your counselors would be actually adding any value, or if it's a critical status for you to really know and filter students on the basis of the status, then just make sure that you actually use it effectively. So that's why I said you need to actually, draw it out on a blank sheet of paper, discuss it among your colleagues before you actually configure your account. So you need to really know and use as detailed as possible, but not too detailed where you actually get lost between the statuses itself. If it's not really necessary, then you may want to just skip it. But it's important to sort of understand it from the point of view of your business, and then actually add an application process for a country. So you actually can add multiple. So if you have 20 statuses, you can keep on adding more and more, and the system would allow you. And once you save it, it automatically saves and would go live as a process for that specific country. So any new application you would add would follow this process for that specific country.